Hi friend, welcome back to Wild Coast Pilates. My name is Danny. We are on the beautiful Cooldown First Nations territories today on this gorgeous sunny October afternoon in North Vancouver Island, and we're gonna do a fun yoga block workout. So whenever you're ready, grab some water, throw on your favorite playlist, meet me on your mat. All right, friends, let's get right into it. So we'll start by growing tall through our spine, placing our block in between our knees. Just finding comfortable seating here, growing long and tall through the spine. You can also sit with your legs out in front of you, sitting tall on the sits bones. So what I mean by this is just try to not be rounded through that low back. If you feel those little bones in your bum cheeks, those are the sits bones I'm referring to. I think we want to grow nice and long and tall through that low back. Block between the knees, or like so. We can close our eyes down here for a moment, just finding our core, finding our center, taking a slow, deep breath in through the nose. Good, exhaling out through the mouth. On your next inhale, try to draw the breath down into the lower back, into the belly, the back of the rib cage. Exhaling slowly through the mouth once again. As we breathe here, let's just take a moment to find our intention for our workout today. Maybe we're here to grow stronger. Maybe we're here to reset our nervous system and disrupt a loop of negative thinking. Maybe we want to blow off a little bit of tension, a bit of nervous energy. Whatever it is, let's find ourselves in our body, on our mats. Good. Let's build some awareness, the sensation of your hands pressing into your thighs, of your mat pushing up into your legs. And can we grow a little taller now through the crown of the head? Can we think of stacking our chest or our rib cage over our pelvis and keeping our earlobes floating over the shoulders so that our head is not pressed forward? We can do some circles for our wrists here just to warm them up a bit. Good. Continuing to take some slow, deep breaths, engaging through the inner thighs, switching directions for the shoulders, or the wrists, sorry. Beautiful work. Keeping it going. Excellent. Gorgeous. From here, come on down into tabletop, our 4-point position. So hips are over our knees, shoulders are over our wrists. Let's rotate the instep of our elbow forward. So as I do this rotation to turn the instep forward, you're going to feel these muscles down the side start to engage and fire. Good. Let's think of pressing the ground away from us as we push our spine up to the sky, bring it down. Exhaling up, inhaling down. So what I'm doing here is I'm just doing a push-up through my shoulder blades. My elbows are not bending or straightening. They're staying, my arms are nice and straight. I'm keeping my neck as an extension of my spine, so I'm not dumping my head to the floor here. Good, and I'm just moving through those shoulder blades. Good, keeping that little bit of a rotation of my entire arm towards my pinky. So my hands are on the ground. I'm not actually turning my hand. My index finger points forward, but I'm thinking of energetically trying to twist my arm towards my pinky while I move up and down here. This is just warming up a muscle that's very important for stabilizing our shoulders. Good. Perfect. From here, take a deep breath in, drop the belly, lift the crown of the head and the tailbone for a cat-cow. Exhale, scoop the spine to the sky, tuck the nose, tuck the tailbone. Good. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head. Exhale up. Gorgeous work. Just following your own pace with your breathing. Trying to stay nice and wide through the collarbones. Beautiful work. One more like this. Good. From here, let's come back to our neutral spine. Let's just do some circles for our spine now. So imagine we're really pushing our belly to the floor, to the side, to the sky, and around. Gorgeous. Just warming up through our spine. Good. One more like this, other direction. Awesome. Last one. Awesome. From here, let's come down to our forearms. So you can make a tight fist with your hands or have your hands flat. If you find your mat's very thin and you've got some pain from your bones kind of pressing into the mat, you can fold your mat over, but I also recommend making a fist because that engages the muscles of the forearm and just offsets a bit of pressure from the bone. Good. I'm going to tuck my toes under. Now in this position in my forearms, I'm going to want to press my ribs to the ground. I'm going to think of drawing the ribs up and in, so I'm trying to kind of counterbalance that, keeping a nice straight spine. I'm going to tuck my toes under, shoulders are stacked over my wrists. I'm going to lift and float my knees. Beautiful work. Drawing the belly button and the ribs to the spine. Good job. Good. Holding it here. Come down. Back for a little child's pose. It will stretch if you would like. Good. Now we're going to do that a couple more times, but I just want to walk you through a quick cue. So if you imagine for a moment, I lost my microphone. If you imagine for a moment that our sits bones, these two bones that are in our bum here, if you imagine you have a flashlight in each one, let's imagine we're spreading them apart energetically, okay? I know that might sound like a bit of an odd thing to say, but it's a cue that's going to help us think. If we're trying to spread those two flashlights further apart in the space behind us, this actually helps us to slowly activate our deep stabilizer muscles of our low back and of our pelvis, as well as our pelvic floor. So I want us to start to think about trying to do that kind of engagement in this position, okay? So let's try this again. Elbows under shoulders, make a little fist, or hands are flat, whatever feels good for you. Draw the ribs and belly button up to the spine, tuck the toes under. We're going to lift and float the knees, and let's think of trying to spread those two flashlights apart. And that's just an energetic cue. We're not actually spreading our pelvis wider here. Good. Good. Keep drawing the belly button to the spine. We got this. Good. From here, can we tap our knees? Lift as we exhale. Inhale, tap. Lift, exhale. We got this. You're doing beautiful. So come down, tap the knees or the block. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Good. Let's think of lengthening through our low back here. Keeping a little bit of curvature in that low back, which is natural. So imagine you're balancing a little tennis ball on that lower back. So what I mean by this is we're not rounding through the spine. We're keeping that little bit of a dip to keep our neutral spine. Beautiful work. Can you give me 10 more? We got this. I believe in you. 9, 8, 7. Draw the ribs and belly button to the spine. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come on back. Again, you can take a little child's pose for a sec, just to release. That one always gets me every time. Beautiful work. So from here, let's place our block under our right knee. We're going to have our wrists beneath our shoulders. Again, we're rotating the instep of the elbow forward. We're going to extend our left leg out behind us. I'm going to ensure I'm not twisting my hips to the side. If I had two flashlights coming out of my hip bones, they are shining down to the floor. And think about either energetically spreading them apart or pulling them together, okay? What this does, again, activates our deeper transverse abdominis core muscle, helps to stabilize our core. It's just an energetic cue. Again, we're not widening our pelvis or tightening it. It's just to help us engage those muscles. I'm going to keep my right hip stacked over my knee. Left leg is extended. I'm going to bring my elbows back to my sides. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Beautiful work. So can we think about keeping our earlobes in line with our shoulders, our chest in line with our pelvis? Can we keep both our our hip bones facing the floor? Beautiful work. Can we lift that left thigh up to the sky? And think of lengthening through that low back. So when I'm lifting my leg, I'm not flexing my lower back here. I'm keeping a neutral spine, and it's just my left glute that is working. Beautiful work. Awesome. Good job. You guys keep going. I'm going to actually just turn myself this way. Beautiful. Give me 5. 4. Keep those elbows drawn into the side. Beautiful. 3, 2, and 1. On this next one, meet me at the bottom. Oh my God. Pulse it up and down an inch. Up and down an inch. We got this. Keep it wide through the collarbones. Good job for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Come on up. Oh. Wiggle it out. Holding this position. I'm now going to sweep my left leg around all the way to the ground as if I want to tap my knee to my elbow. Bring it back up. So what I'm not doing here as I come around is I'm not flexing my spine sideways and dropping my knee away or my hip away from my knee. I'm trying to keep good alignment, keeping that right hip stacked over that right knee. My kneecap shines to the floor when my leg's behind me, and then slowly rotates towards the front edge of my mat as I bring it out and in. Beautiful work. Now the range of motion depends entirely on you. If you have the ability to bring that thigh all the way up to your arm, perfect. I love that for you. What I really want you to focus on here is, instead of really reaching for that big, huge range of motion, can we instead focus on the feeling we have in that left oblique? Can we feel it engage as we bring our leg around? Beautiful. Can we feel that left hip and left glute activate? And can we think of sucking that left thigh up and into the hip socket? Just a little bit. Beautiful work. Drawing the ribs and belly button to the spine. Whew. Ouchie. Good job. Give me 5. 4. Keep that right knee stacked over, or the hip over the knee. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Beautiful work. Come on down. Let's move this block over. Right knee stays on the block. Left leg is extended. Actually, just shimmy myself down a bit. So we'll want to have our block so that it's around the center of our mat, so that we have space for what comes next in this sequence. My hips are both shining forward. My shoulders shine forward. I'm going to imagine my body is between 2 sheets of glass, so I'm not twisting or rotating or sticking my bum out. I'm gently tugging my pubic bone forward, drawing the ribs and belly button to the spine, arms overhead or in prayer position, whatever feels good for you. We're going to extend, leaning it over. Exhale up. Beautiful. Slow and controlled, keeping length through my side body. Exhaling up. Beautiful work. So what I'm not doing is cinching down into this bottom side here. Imagine you want to float the rib cage up off the pelvis without shrugging the shoulders. So think if you were to grab yourself by the ribs, kind of pull them up a little, then lean over. Nice long spine. Feel the engagement in this top oblique. Exhale up. Beautiful work. With that left foot, can we ground down into the pinky, that outer edge of the sole of the foot? Good. With my back foot, I can have my toes pressing into the floor if I like, for some more stability. Or you can point that foot and take the toes off the ground to make it a little more challenging, because why not? You got this. You are so capable. I know that left oblique is on fire. I know, but you're doing beautifully. Keeping it going. Good. Inhaling down. Exhaling up. Good work. Awesome. On this next one, can we hold it here? Woof. I know, we've got this. Growing long and tall through the spine. Holding it here, we breathe. Nice strong left oblique is holding us in place. Gorgeous work. Awesome. Keep breathing. Every inhale, draw it down into the pelvis, into that left oblique that is working so hard. Can we relax the face, relax the neck? Good. Try not to shrug the shoulders. Equal length through both sides of our side body for 3, for 2, for 1. From here, extending my arms out to the side. I'm going to come down, bring my wrist so that it's beneath my right shoulder. I want to make sure I have some space here, so I don't want to be super close. You'd want to be in a position that your hip is more or less over the knee or a little bit past. That's okay. But wrist over shoulder, and let's be really mindful to have our index finger pointing forward. And again, we're trying to turn that instep of our elbow towards our pinky. We're going to lift and extend. From here, we're going to push up, ground that foot, lengthen through that side body, exhale up. Inhale down, coming into a beautiful little cartwheel sequence. Exhale up, woo, slow and controlled. So what we're trying to avoid doing is utilizing momentum to race through our movement. And instead, we are going for slow, controlled, balanced, precise movement. I know. We got this. You have everything you need to make it through, I promise. You are so capable, so much more even than you might think. I promise. I believe in you. Squeeze and engage. So we inhale down. We exhale up. And let's be mindful while we do this. We don't want to be twisting this top shoulder down. So let's really think shoulders, hips are stacked one above the other. That sheet or those 2 panes of glass are just moving with us. We're keeping that length through our side body. Beautiful work. We've got this. Can you give me 10? 9. 8. 7. 6. Keep breathing. 5. 4. Woo, losing my balance here. 3. 2. And 1. Beautiful work. From here, you have 2 options. You can come down onto your wrist or onto your forearm. I'm going to stay on my forearm actually because my mat is super squishy, so I'll just come down for a sec. Couple variations here for you. So if you want to be on your wrist, that's not a problem. Wrist in line with the shoulder. If not, if you're on your forearm, elbow under shoulder, rotate that forearm out roughly 45 degrees. So it's just pointing to the top corner of your mat. From here, we're going to extend this top leg. We're going to bend this bottom leg in front of us. We're going to lift and we're going to balance. Now, if this is too tough and if it feels miserable, you can bend this left knee and have you have to slide your legs forward just a bit, but have your left knee bent at roughly 90 with that left heel in line, with your sits bone. So I'm going to block on the inside of that right knee, and then we can just push the pelvis forward. Okay, so whatever feels good for you. We're going to lift, we're going to hold. Shoulders are stacked, pelvis is stacked. Ribs and belly button are drawn to the spine. Beautiful work. holding it here. Good job. And breathe. Widening through the collarbones. Good, holding it here. Let's take that block out, extend that bottom leg, place the foot behind the front. Good, reach that block to the sky. Little pulse, little pulse, little pulse. We've got this. Whew. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Good work. Whew. Shake her out. Other side. So, placing the block under our left knee now. We know what's coming. We're going to extend that right leg out. We're going to come down, exhale up. So wrists are beneath my shoulders. Elbows are hugging back and in towards my pelvis, staying close to the ribs. My left knee is stacked so that my hip is over top of that knee on the block. Beautiful. My right leg is extended out behind. I'm drawing the ribs and belly button to the spine. Again, thinking of those imaginary flashlights in my sits bones, ever so gently spreading them apart. Trying to keep my neck as an extension of the rest of my spine, so I'm not here, but I'm extended. Beautiful work. You guys keep going. Again, I'll just spin myself around. Good job. 5, 4. We got this. Oh, arms are on fire. 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Pulse it down. Pulse it down. So widen through the collarbones. Draw the belly button and ribs to the spine for 3, for 2, for 1. Whew. Come on back. Oh, reset those shoulders if you need to. Wiggle it out. From here, right away, right leg stays extended. I'm lifting as high as I can. My kneecap faces down. I'm going to slowly sweep that right leg around, start to shine the kneecap forward. Exhale, bring it back. So the rest of my body is totally still. It's just that right leg that's moving through space. Both sides of my side body are staying equally long, so I'm not pressing my ribs to the left side. Beautiful work. Imagine we're trying to float that rib cage up and away from the pelvis as we lengthen through our side body, lengthen through the spine. Imagine those flashlights in the sits bones are still being pulled apart. Beautiful work. So much to remember, I know. Oh, tough stuff. But we got this. I know you can do it. Good job. Can you give me 5? Focusing on that sensation in that right oblique. 4, 3, whoo, 2, and 1. Good work. Woohoo. From here, let's move that block just so it's in the center of our mat. Left knee goes on the block. Right leg is extended. I'm planting down into that right pinky toe. Arms are extended. Widen through the collarbones. Let's find our stack. So let's think. Stack the earlobes over the shoulders, over the pelvis. Inhale down. Exhale up. Beautiful work. Awesome. Let's keep thinking. We're floating those ribs up and off of the pelvis. Trying every inhale down into that right oblique. It is working. It is on fire. Whew. We've got it. Good. Our body is still moving through space between 2 sheets of glass, so we're not twisting, not pushing our pelvis out. Keeping equal length through this bottom oblique as well as with the top. Gorgeous. Inhale down. Exhale up. Gorgeous work. Let's continue to think. We are widening through those collarbones. Give me 3. Keep that foot planted to the ground. Good job. 2. And 1. Can we lean it over? Can we hold it here? And can we breathe? Can we grow tall? Really extend those fingers up and away from you. Good, keeping that spine long. We're floating those ribs up and off the pelvis, up and away. So we're keeping some nice length, really spreading the space apart here. Beautiful work. I'm gently tugging my pubic bone towards the front. Holding it here. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. From here, coming straight down, I'm going to bring that left hand to the ground so it's in line with my shoulder. Good. Extending the right leg and the right arm, slowly, with balance and control. Exhaling up, inhaling down. The more we float that foot high, the more right glute engagement we will get. Beautiful work. So if it's helpful for you, you can focus your gaze on something in front of you which is not moving, maybe a point on the wall, or you can even try closing your eyes. Whoop. Oh, losing my balance here. Whoo! If that helps you center more into your body. Might be a little harder to keep your balance that way, but once you get used to it, I actually find it to be a really beautiful way to really, really connect with my movement instead of kind of being on autopilot and thinking my way through things. It does help me sometimes really ground down into the moment, into my breath, into my body. And can we circle back to that intention that we set for ourselves at the start of class, whatever it was? And can we try to cultivate that? Building that alignment, that self-esteem, that strength. Maybe this workout's beating the crap out of you. It's surely beating the crap out of my hips, that's for sure. And maybe it's helping expel some nervous energy, whatever it is. We've got this. Good job. Can you give me 3? Beautiful work. Can you give me 2? Can you give me 1? Awesome work. From here, come out. You can stay on your hand or on your forearm. Remember, you can have this top knee bent if you need to, and just come up, or your leg can stay extended. We're going to bring this knee up towards our chest. Shoulders are stacked. Press away from the ground with this bottom shoulder. Float the thigh up. Beautiful work. Oh my God, my shoulders are dead today. We've got this. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen out that bottom leg. Step it. Oh my God, words are hard. Woo, my shoulder. 1 sec. Step the foot behind the front, or that top, so the top foot's in front. Good. From here, we reach straight up. Pulse the hips up, 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 up. Beautiful work. Breathing through it. If you need to, you can look at the mat if you're getting tension or discomfort in your neck. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Good work. Oh my. So let's do a quick little stretch here. Rolling through our neck. Just widening through those collarbones. Just relaxing that upper neck and the traps. Beautiful work. From here, bring the right hand to the ground. Extend that left arm overhead. Going long through that side body. Looking great. Feeling even better. Taking in this beautiful, radiant sunshine. Good. Back the other way. Good. other direction. Gorgeous. Beautiful. From here, let's just get our chest real quick. So we're going to place our hands behind us, fingers point towards our toes. We're going to bend our elbows back, keep our shoulder or our arms together. Roll those shoulders down and back just so you can open through your chest a bit more. Drive the elbows away from you backwards. Curl the chest to the sky. Gentle twist one direction and the other. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for moving with me. I love getting to share this with you. I really hope you're enjoying. It would mean the world to me if you'd leave me a little comment or a thumbs up, maybe even share my channel with someone that you care about, because I'm having the most fun building this little baby channel, and it means a lot to see people tuning in because it's a little intimidating. So take the very best care of yourself. I'm wishing you all the very best for the rest of your day. I'm sending you so, so, so much love. The world is freaking insane right now, so be extra kind to yourself. I will see